Vivian, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright. We finally broke one of the Cyclocks, and it was Larry's. Mm-hmm. Turns out we had everything we needed the entire time, and we were just stupid.
Yeah.
So, you know how it goes. Yeah.
The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya.
Huh?
Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue, like a professional guard I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. I tried.
Do you think you can tell us about this buzzer now?
Yes, please. Please tell us.
Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed.
Okay, well that means I can talk to him, but first... Nope. Nope. Okay, now I'm gonna present people.
You're 26-year-old, right? You think it's about time you took a long, hard look at your life?
Sure.
The only time you can really screw up and hope to recover from it is when you're young.
Huh? Well, I guess so.
Naturally, I'm not talking about you, Maya. You're already perfect.
Try to imagine Larry not screwing up at any age.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember her. That's Maya's big sister.
Wow, you really do remember.
Yeah, who could forget? A couple of gorgeous sisters. Hubba hubba.
You hear that, Nick? Gorgeous.
Oh yeah, that's right. When I defended Larry, Mia was still alive.
Oh yeah.
Wow, you got even cuter than the last time I saw you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you look totally different than 2 years ago, don't you think, Nick?
Maybe it's because we're always together, but she looks pretty much the same to me.
Seeing her makes me remember how important it is to stay young at heart. Even when you grow up, you gotta keep part of your heart. You gotta keep the part of your heart that's still pure.
You're so right about that.
I'm impressed that you can still think like that, Larry. After all, you went through some pretty tough times as a kid.
Huh? I did?
Something tells me it's more about self-induced amnesia than having a pure heart.
I'm really sorry, Nick. I swear I've changed my ways. But the thing is, I just don't have any interest in men.
Star really needs to get his mind out of the gutter.
There's your stereotypical guy, alright?
Toxic masculinity.
I don't know about toxic. I think he's just dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy? The detective? He was here before, drilling me with a ton of questions.
Really? Like, what did he ask?
Let's see. I can't remember.
Huh?
Well, you know, just a bunch of boring stuff.
What do you think we go to? Same thing.
That Desi is one awesome lady, alright. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time.
A long time, huh?
Yeah, well, except for running good for you, Maya.
I don't think even he knows what he's saying anymore. Jeez.
Whoa! Who is this? Come on, man, don't hold out on me.
Forget about it. You don't need to know, and I'm not telling you.
Hey now, I thought we were pals. I got major things for girls with black sleeveless shirts and glasses.
How do you know that?
And as an orange-colored memo pad, I really lose my cool.
He has to be making that up. He can't really know Adrian, can he? Although I think we've had that conversation before.
I'm 25 now. It's time to start giving some serious thought to my life.
Good. That's the way to be. What exactly are you thinking about, though?
Well, you know, my future, my dreams.
Larry, when exactly does this future of yours start?
My insight begins at 30. That's my theory, anyway. I figure I got another 5 years of guilt-free screw-ups before I have to buckle down.
Larry, I think... forget it. We're just gonna have to take a nice, long talk sometime. Well, I certainly hope that whole thing about starting like at 30 is true, because that means I got 5 more years.
Yeah, true.
I'm really sorry, Nick, blah blah blah. The CEO of our company, he's a pretty good guy.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, how I'm not very good about working hard, right?
Yeah, I kind of noticed.
Well, this guy is what the boss. This is what the. Well, guess what the boss said to me about that? I don't expect much work from you, Larry. In return, just don't expect much pay.
I see.
I guess he had to follow some sense of kind of dumb money law about having security here in the building.
So in order to pay the lowest possible wage, he went to the bottom of the barrel.
To be honest, I really looked up the boss. But if I ever grow up to be a CEO, I want to be just like him. And don't worry, Nick. I promise I'll hire you for security.
Damn. I guess it explains how Larry got a job as a security officer. It's only because the boss was like,
You look cheap. Come here, I have a job for you.
I'm legally required to have this position, but I don't want to pay a professional, so...
Listen, I'm legally required to, like, have this position filled. You look qualified. Yeah. Come here, buddy. Let me, see, how would you like to come work for me? Completely part-time. You don't even have to do anything. Just literally just sit there and stare at a bunch of monitors, and I'll pay you, what's the going rate right now? A minimum wage.
Wow, you mean I can actually have a job?
Yeah.
And I get money for doing nothing?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
All right.
I can look at hot girls on the security cameras, can't I? Ooh, that brings up lots of opportunities.
We have a few fine female officers in the building, yes.
Ooh. I'll take it.
All right.
Jeez.
You know, I imagine it probably played out something very similar to that, honestly.
Probably.
I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh?
You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office?
Well, this is the third floor of the basement. CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it'd be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just don't think it was necessary.
It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Whoa!
Laziest person.
That burp came out my nose.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just like it burned a little bit. I mean, I'm fine now,
Did you
but
fry a nerve ending or something?
I guess I was talking and then suddenly, like it's like I was breathing fire out my nose. Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right?
Of course I did. And of course I couldn't have possibly made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please?
Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry can make a mistake like that.
Wah!
I knew it.
What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake!
Huh? But how?
It can't be! It's impossible!
Okay, enough already. What about the records?
That night, they went off just once in the morning, around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Really? Are you serious? That's terrible! It can't be!
So he did hit the buzzer.
Yeah, and then my theory about the fingerprints being wiped off is true.
Mm-hmm. Which that also means that he hit the buzzer, meaning that somebody he didn't know got into the office, which again seems to indicate...
Luke at me.
Yeah.
Well, wait, no, Luke at me would have worked with him before. Remember? Because of this. And that's when Ron got fired.
No. Do you think Desiree? Because, I mean, I don't imagine that... What would her motive be? Look at me, at least I can understand because of the blackmail thing. Because I don't think that was Kane, I think that was Luke.
Maybe...
Given how he knew about it being there.
Maybe Desiree, if she's the killer. Maybe her motives is that she actually knows that Ron got fired. She knew this whole time, and she wants to get revenge for him or something. Like, she knows that he's too yellow-belly to do it himself. So he's like, I'll show the people who murdered, or who fired my husband or whatever.
Wouldn't she be angry at her husband for losing the job and not telling her? Like, I feel like that'd be the route she'd take, not like, oh, you got fired, I'll go kill your ex-boss or whatever because he fired you.
I don't know,
I
man.
figured she would just yell at him to get another job.
That was just a working theory.
Like, I don't see Desiree having a motive for this, other than maybe she knew about the blackmail, and that's what she would have done it about.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
You really guys haven't made me reflect on the way I've been thinking. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know?
What are you going on about, Larry?
Bless, do you honestly have any idea or any new info on the buzzer record?
Huh? The record? No, nothing at all.
This guy reflects about as much as a piece of blank carpeting.
Black carpet.
Black carpeting, yeah. Well, that's everything I can do here. Let's move, maybe show Gumshoe the record.
Detective Gumshoe, about this right here.
No.
Sorry, not really a blind brain.
Yeah. Maybe go to the...
His the irises in his eyes fucking flash away or roll into his head or whatever.
Aha! Finally.
Ron!
Mr. Wright!
Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation?
Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore!
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see...
On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lord Kaler's apartment store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Willard, was murdered. But, there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time, I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Okay.
Damn. He's not fucking around.
True, though. He can't. He has to know.
Yeah. Looks pretty nervous, standing near someone who went from thief to murderer overnight. Finally, I'm getting different.
Reusable art assets, yay!
Right. Yeah, I'll talk to you first.
Alright.
Mr. Light, you still insist that you were our DeMasque? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday?
That was a quick response.
Tell me about it. To be honest, I'm starting to get it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Light, at the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Etc., etc.
Yeah.
Take a good look, everyone! I'm able to find a rival worthy of my genius! I was forced to create one by myself! Here I am, the treacherous clown! Etc., etc.
And that's why I'm thinking, because of his confession, right? I'm thinking he confessed because that's what he wants people to believe. He wanted he wanted to...
Do you think his ace detective genius spreads even farther than we might have thought?
Well,
he actually planned for him to be...
Yeah, I think he planned for us to figure out that it wasn't Ron, and for us to think it was him, and he planted all this... Yeah, and he planted all this other evidence, when he was the murderer, and he's taking the fall for being the thief, because being a thief is a less sentence than being a murderer.
You might be onto something there, honestly, and I could see that being the way they might swing it. Well, let's see.
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn.
Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time.
So the person dressed up as DeMasque in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme.
It's gotta be Detective Atme.
Sorry, my bad.
It's alright.
So that night, you didn't go to Lord Kaler. You went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should.
Alright, what happened next?
Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So I used this key card to unlock the door. And Howie when he dropped his wallet. Well, there goes that theory about the planting the evidence.
Yeah.
Easy come, easy go. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Atme? Well, at least I think that confirms my theory of him being the murderer, at least. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam!
Wait a second, that would mean that...
They were both there at 1 o'clock, which means my Desiree theory about her being DeMasque
might still hold up, given that there was still the photo, taken of Mask DeMasque
Mm.
at the thing with the box of the urn,
Yeah.
and also later when she got the paint all over herself and she accidentally had that publicity photo.
Right. So, at 1 o'clock, Luke Abney was killing the CEO, and then Ron DeLite showed up right afterwards.
Or right before.
Well, no, because Abney had already done the deed, I think. Because he was already in the office.
Maybe he was in the middle of committing the deed when...
I don't know. Either way, they were both there at the same time, while also at the same time...
Desiree was stealing the urn.
Yes, I think.
But why would she lie about it? Shouldn't she, step out to protect her husband?
Yeah, that is a good point.
So that means that theoretically, what if, even though the computer and software or whatever belonged to Lily Taylor, with Luke Abney being the one in charge of security and setting it up, what if he faked that too, somehow? Like, he faked the timestamp, so it's actually from, like, the day before or something.
Well, no, because Adrian said she checked the systems and the timestamp is accurate.
Oh. Interesting. Alright. Was that Kane Bully that hit you?
I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came back to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me.
I'm sorry, but just...
Yeah. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. You're the one who stuck it in the safe? Okay. Well, I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them.
Nick, all of a sudden Mr. Dwight kind of sounds like the murderer to me.
Please don't say that.
Why? But why? Just because he, like, had a previous knowledge of being there? I mean, I guess, yes, it does look suspicious, but also, like... I can't...
Yeah, I don't actually think he's the murderer.
And given the vague outline that we saw earlier, I'm pretty sure Luke is the one that was there, that bashed him over the head.
Right. Also, maybe... Even though Larry wasn't doing his job, I have a feeling that even if Larry was doing his job, he literally admitted that he knew, like, the camera blind spots and whatnot. So even rolling the footage back, if we could, he probably wouldn't even still be in it because he knows how to avoid them.
Luke does, or
No,
Ron?
Ron does.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Given he used to work there and everything. Which means that theoretically, we should be looking for Luke Atby on the security footage, right?
Yeah.
Because he should know how to get past all the cameras.
That does beg the question, how did he get into the CEO's office without the keycard? Because Ron literally submitted to him using the keycard to get in, but Luke was already in there.
Also, don't you need to use the keycard to get into the building? So, that being the case, how did Luke get in at all?
That is a very good question.
Is there like a, what would it be? It's on the first floor, so I didn't see any windows in the office. So I'm pretty sure that door is the only way in. That being the case...
Unless maybe Luke was trailing behind Ron, like following his movements, and when Ron finally opened the door with the keycard, that's when he bashed him over the head. Maybe?
No, because he said he opened the thing and he was
already,
inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
A mystery of mysteries. I'm actually getting into this case a little bit.
yeah. Well, let's ask this. And then I want to go back to the CEO's office because I want to see if there was like another. I thought there was a door into like another like room off to the side, so I want to see what that was about.
Okay, yeah.
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB security?
How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please!
Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet.
Whew, thank goodness. No, I mean, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually.
Why have you been hiding it from her anyway?
Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime.
This again?
A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over.
Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place?
Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So he became Master DeMasque for Desiree, huh?
But guys, we've already proved that he's not Master DeMasque.
Well, here's the thing. Technically speaking, he could actually still be Master DeMasque, but in this specific case, it was a copycat.
Alright, yeah, okay.
That is a possibility. What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. The thing is, I don't really know if I can say one way or the other.
I didn't really catch that.
No worry, you didn't miss anything. Nope. That's kind of strange.
What is?
Up until now, Master DeMasque has gone after famous works of art or treasures. Why did these sillies decide to steal this plain-looking urn that no one would want? You made it sound like you had nothing to do with the theft. Well, it wasn't me that chose to steal this urn. This calling card. Did you send this? No, that is, I don't know anything about that. I mean, I had other plans for the night already. That's true. He did get that blackmail layer after all.
What about Detective Acme? Could he be the one that sent it?
It looks that way. I can't think of anyone else. Yeah, that night, because of the letter, I had no choice but to go to KB security. Also, I guess he did know about the blackmail, which disproves my theory about Luke at me planting it there.
Yeah,
but he still could have been the one that sent it, though.
Maybe.
Wow.
Also, with him, that's him further planting evidence to like implicate Ron. You know, so he has a fallback thing.
Yeah.
Wow,
this is so cool. I'm really into this kind of stuff.
But yeah, it's one of the most valuable treasures.
If I ever get out of here, me and Desi will go to Lordly Taylor to check out the whole Treasures of Corinne exhibit.
Okay. I guess. Just promise me you won't steal anything, okay?
Oh, don't worry. We'd be going when I'm not on the job as Master DeMasque. Well, that's reassuring. Nothing.
This photo. This has got to be the real Master DeMasque.
I'm sure it is. I know Master DeMasque when I see him. Yes, but this isn't you, right, Mr. Delight? Well, no. I was at KB Security then.
So then, I guess it really is Detective Acme after all.
Same thing.
Yeah. So, was this blackmail letter written by KB Security's CEO, Kane Bullard?
I think so, probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a key card. And the blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security.
Yes, no one other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter then. Why would he blackmail one of his former, like...
Yeah, it doesn't add up. I still think it was probably Luke at me.
Yeah.
I was at KB Security around 1 o'clock that night. I took out my wallet to open the door with the key card. So is that when you dropped it? I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth earlier.
It's not really the lie. You just forgot you dropped your wallet.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What are you still doing with this key card anyway? Didn't you return it to when you lost your job at KB Security? Of course I returned it. Don't be silly. But it got sent back to me along with the blackmail letter.
With the blackmail letter?
So whoever sent the blackmail somehow got access to his card.
From over a year ago when he no longer had it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wouldn't it be deactivated at that point?
It should have been, given that he's a former employee.
And then again, we already know that Kane Bullard is kind of cheap. Maybe he just didn't bother.
Right, maybe he just gave it to somebody else.
Yeah.
But forgot to change the registry from being to him to the next employee who got it.
Right, yeah.
Or maybe he just never took him off the registry, just never used the card again, just kept it there.
That's also possible, yeah.
That being the case, how would Luke Atme get his hands on said card?
I don't know.
I mean... Then again, well, Well, let's continue with this real quick. With the blackmail letter?
Yes, it said use this to enter the CEO's office.
Would it be to enter my office? Not.
Yeah, if it was a CEO writing it.
Yeah.
So that
Come to my office
yeah.
at this thing. I want to discuss. Also, I'm pretty sure the CEO would like be a lot craftier about approaching this situation and not just be like, "All right, yeah, bring $50,000.
Right.
This is blackmail." Bar.
Yeah, and plus he's a CEO. What would he need with the money? I mean, I'm assuming he already has plenty of money with his business.
Right, and he probably makes $50,000 just a day on the job. Honestly,
Yeah.
so
I mean, yeah. So
why does he need to blackmail one of his former employees, who was a chief of one of his security teams, no less?
So we can pretty much safely say that it was not the CEO who sent that blackmail.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know Master Mask had become so famous.
Yeah, I actually bought this publicity photo.
Really? Well, I'd be happy to sign it if you'd like. I'll leave an ad behind bars.
Yes, please, please.
It looks like Ron has totally forgotten about what happened at the trial today. That he was declared not guilty of being Master Mask. Okay. Which is whatever. That's his emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it. It makes a terrible racket.
Hee sorry. I just love making a lot of noise.
Does this buzzer have something to do with the case? Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. Yes, we do. For all, there are no prints on it or anything else. Okay, we gotta present the whatever. This list we found at the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is a list of all the things Master Mask stole, and that's a value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $1,500,000.
$150,000.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, 150,000.
Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items?
The numbers seem a little too low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should still be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. Nothing. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master Mask, he must have gone away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, sorry.
Oops. It says in the article that he disappeared.
That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed to my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh?
Oh, so that's Ron there.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Okay, alright.
I was right.
Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Dog?
That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could see through that in a heartbeat.
Okay.
But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the Master Mask disguise? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time-consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters.
The blackmail letters?
You got them starting when? Tell me more now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Well, let's continue with this first, though.
The buzzer went off just once around the time the Bullard was killed.
Oh, that's scary. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight? Sorry, I'm afraid I don't. I'm not surprised by how clueless he is anymore.
If it makes so much of a racket and it was pressed around the time of the murder...
He was unconscious at the time.
Right. And when he came to, he freaked the fuck out. It was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
pretty much. A great lawyer, and so young. You really are an inspiration. I bet you make lots and lots of money, don't you?
That doesn't sound right coming from a thief, if you know what I mean.
What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. It's just,
yeah,
things I don't really, yeah. I'm sorry. I suppose you could say I'm nothing but a terrible lowlife.
Well, why do you say that?
This is the first time I've ever had to actually face a victim of my crimes. Yeah, I guess he's talking about the Sacred Urn.
Yeah, but I thought that you weren't the one who stole the urn.
That's true about the urn, I guess. Maybe I should give up this life of crime and try becoming a professional cowboy player. Cowbell player?
I mean, I guess?
Okay. I'm ashamed to admit it, but sometimes I wonder if I really cut out to be a thief. Well, isn't that obvious?
It doesn't suit you at all.
I knew it. I guess I'm not the only one who came to that conclusion. This is the detective that was in charge of the DeMasque investigations. He was so happy when I surrendered yesterday that he actually shed tears of joy.
What? Gumshoe cried? Really? Was it a single manly tear, or did he let loose and sob?
Sobbed. I started weeping myself, too. It was truly infectious. A truly moving moment, if I do so say so myself.
That must have been one heck of a beautiful scene.
If beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I'm convinced that these two are blind.
Okay,
Okay, Phoenix, that was actually a pretty good line.
Right?
Jeez. Once I decided to become a thief, I started studying like crazy. Studying? Like what? Petty larceny 101? The history of pilfering? Don't laugh while drinking.
Anyway.
No, but I watched a lot of movies and read a lot of novels about great thieves.
Oh yeah? I admire you for doing your homework, if for nothing else.
All the great ones had their own trademarks. Flashy costumes, calling cards, unique laughs, catchy slogans like, "Farewell, my friends!" I figured I needed to do a good job of that if I was going to make a splash.
But isn't the point of being a thief to not be known?
One would think.
Or caught, ever?
But he is going off of movies and like
fairy tales, I'm assuming, to some extent.
I wouldn't call them fairy tales, but like mystery novels, like Sherlock Holmes and whatnot.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess you can't really.
Yeah, I guess you really can't say goofy stuff like that unless you're a master thief. Farewell, or we shall meet again. You know, hokey stuff like that.
He's a nice detective, all right. He's been on hot on my trail ever since the first heist.
Yes, but he made a pretty stunning confession in court today. It was me all along. I am DeMasque.
I don't know what to say. I guess he's just delusional. That's exactly what your wife said about you. Does he surely have a thing against criminals?
Do you have any idea why that is, Mr. Delight?
Well, if you want to know the details, you have to ask her. But the thing is, after I lost my job at Keeping Security, I needed to earn money to keep Desi satisfied. Lots of money. But I just couldn't seem to find a good job. That's why I wound up becoming the thing that Desi hates the most. A thief. Nothing on her.
I think if you would have just talked to your wife about it, she would have been, like, you know, accommodating to some extent. Like, I'm pretty sure she would have, like, been understanding, you know?
Yeah.
As, like, you know, much fun as she does, you know, spending money and shopping and whatnot, I'm pretty sure if you just would have approached her, we're like, hey, I lost my job.
She would have been like, well,
That sucks, but I
you
mean...
can always find you a new job.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Isn't he great? I wish I could be half as cool as him. Besides, he's the only one who really believed in me when I said I was a thief. Hey, hang on a second. This is the guy that had you arrested for murder. Well, I still don't think that makes him a bad person. What in the world do you see in that coffee-crazed prosecutor? Oh, come on, Phoenix. He's not that bad. I mean, yeah, he is coffee-crazed, but... Mr. Bullard, my old boss. It's so sad. You have any idea what might have happened? Was there anyone that night that wanted to have him dead? That might have wanted to. Oh yeah, sure. Mr. Bullard was the type of guy who made lots of enemies. He did lots of threatening things to people. Wait. Do you mean he scared people? Or that he would threaten them with blackmail? Well, I guess they're kind of the same, right? Alright.
So talk about the Bible.
Technically, we're over time, but I just want to get through presenting everything before I end the episode. So in the next episode, we'll talk about the blackmail letter. See you guys next time.
Bye!